So here we are at PAX, the Penny Arcade Expo, located in beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. There's a bunch of video games, there's a bunch of people trying to sell me things. It's loud all the time, there's lines, everything's expensive, but it's a great time. Let's go check it out. Hi, I'm here with Sean from Fire Hose Games again.
Yeah, we're like bros now.
Yeah, we follow each other on Twitter. It's no big deal.
We're roommates starting next week. Roommates.
We're gonna live here in the Pillow Fort.
I love this idea. This is the best idea. We have to choose between Piloton and Blanketsburg on the other side.
Are there fights? Are there fights between the two?
There's big fights. The Blanketsburg people keep trying to pull our load-bearing pillows in Piloton, and it's a little dangerous. Not cool. Not cool.
Speaking of the opposite of things that aren't cool, you guys just released. Good segue.
Nice. That was good.
Just released Go Home Dinosaurs and Slam Bolt Scrappers.
Last week we did something no developer does. Released 2 games in one day on Steam. Like, it was crazy. Like, the lead up to that was insane. But we put out Go Home Dinosaurs for like $10. We put out Slam Bolt Scrappers for $10. We put out a bundle that includes both of them for 25% off, or like so $15. And the response has been huge. We didn't have there wasn't like a ton of people who knew about the game when it came out. But as it's been going, the feedback has been so good. Like, people buying it and be like, yeah, I bought this for my kid, and my kid went to bed. So I started playing it, and then I never went to bed. And I was like, oh, okay, this is really nice, and people are like giving very good reviews of it, and it's really sort of taking off. It's like we're on Saturday, so tomorrow. I don't know when this comes out, but tomorrow for PAX, Total Biscuit is going to be doing a whole. His YouTube channel is going to be featuring Go Home Dinosaurs, and that's basically the best thing that's ever happened.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. We have a ton of respect for the dude, so that's very exciting for us.
So, what's next for Firehose? Like, what's the next step after releasing 2 games in the same day?
Right now, I mean, we're focused on trying to get Go Home Dinosaurs out to as many platforms as we can. That's, financially viable. We're a small company. We can only kind of do one thing at a time. So, we're, working on that. We would like to get this out to everywhere. Like this, honestly, when I say I really think we have a game that can stand up to any of the biggest hitters in the sort of casual tower defense. Even just casual, like it's a great game for kids, it's a great game for hardcore players. People are really enjoying it, and the more the word gets out, the more we can fight like EA or something. I don't know. We'll take care of it.
Is there any plans to put on like iOS or something? Because as I'm playing it, I'm just thinking of how great it'd be on that.
I would love that more than anything in the whole world, because it really does have an interface that would work very well with touch. That's certainly on the table. That's certainly something we'd love to do.
All right, so I'm assuming next time you're going to release 3 games on the same day?
We're going to double it every time. So next release, 4 games. Then 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. We're just going to keep going up.
Every year.
Every year it's just going to keep going up. Hopefully by the time we get to anything too insane, I will have retired. Looking forward to it.
All right, and thanks for the interview.
Thanks, guys. Have an awesome show.
Oh, thank you. You too.
How do you express it?
Hi, we're here with Mardan with 2 Tribes, checking out Toki Tori 2. So tell me a little bit about the game.
What's that?
Just tell me a little bit about the game.
Well, you can see it right here, and it's a game about a chicken, and he cannot do much. The only thing that he can do is he can whistle and he can stomp. So if he whistles, he attracts the animals around him that go towards him, and if he stomps, they get scared, they get away from him. and basically that's it. So we don't have any items, weapons whatsoever. You just walk around in the forest. We also don't have any tutorials, no text or whatever. You just walk around in the forest and you find your way through it, and you learn by experimenting. That's the whole idea.
This game seems very different from the first one. The first one seemed a lot more of a puzzly game, but this one seems more like exploration.
Yeah, it's more an adventure. We call it a puzzle adventure game, whereas the previous one was really a puzzle game, and it was really hardcore. So it was very difficult to complete it. The first world you probably could succeed in finishing it, but the second and the third world were already too difficult, and a lot of people thought, nah, I'm not going to finish this anyway. So we decided to take it a different approach and make it more accessible to a lot of people, while still offering enough challenge for people to do very difficult puzzles and stuff like that.
And this is coming out on the Wii U when?
On April 4th, so it's in 2 weeks. Yes, yeah. So hopefully you'll buy it.
All right, thank you for your time.
Okay, you're welcome. Good luck with your show.
Oh, thank you. Hi, we're here with Mega 64. So how has PAX East been going for you guys?
It's amazing, best con yet to date, best Boston con ever. Sorry Anime Boston, sorry Boston Red Sox.
I believe that this PAX is probably the most historic event that has ever happened to this town, personally.
Well.
And the only thing,
yeah, I agree.
the only thing worth mentioning ever.
Yep.
Yeah, forget the Boston Tea Party.
I don't even know what that is.
It was stupid. Someone made a mess.
Yeah, well, this is a lot better. I don't know how big. It's a lot bigger than a tea party.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a huge convention.
When I think of people who drink tea, I think of sissies. So I don't know what you're describing. Sounds like some sissy fest.
Yeah, I don't know what little picnic your friends went on, but this is a huge event.
We're talking about badass video games. So, grow a pair.
Watch Dogs.
All right. So just tell me about the history of your group.
Our group, Mega 64, has been around now for many years, cutting apart the video game industry, dissecting it. We're kind of like the remixers, flippers,
Spicer bringers,
to bring you this all-American Mega 64
Let me ask you a question.
show.
When you're interested in video game related humor, do you watch Mega 64 exclusively?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Ooh. We're having fun. It's a convention. Let's have some fun.
All right, hey, for that part, will you get will.i.am actually made a track for Mega 64.
Yeah.
It's the Mega 64 theme by will.i.am, so just insert that here. Email him. He'll send you the MP3.
He'll send you the MP3, so just email him.
Well, we'll get in contact with William.
Okay, great.
All right.
You can go to his website, will.i.m.
He has his own URL thing at the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are very involved with the indie scene. What do you guys do to help promote the indie scene?
Nothing.
We try to stay in touch with as many indie developers as possible, work directly with them. A couple years ago, our indie developer Cliff Lazinski was trying to get Gears of War off the ground, which it's hard when you have a relatively unknown company making a new series, and so we said, hey, make a cameo in our video.
Yeah.
It'll get you off the ground, and he did.
That video was actually for another indie developer, Warren Spector, who actually begged us to make a video just to get his name out there. He said, you guys are big, I'm small, I need your help. So we threw him a bone, helping indie developers left and right.
We also developed the chainsaw gun hybrid. That was our
thing.
All right. And you guys also do a lot of video work for larger companies. How do you get stuff with like Konami and companies like that?
Honestly, we go to their offices and we knock on their door, and we don't leave until we get a deal. So anybody out there who wants to get a deal with Konami, just go knock on the door.
We don't leave until we get the deal, so you might as well just let us work with you because we're not going to go home.
Do you bring like tents and stuff to set up, or you just?
No. We just stand there with nothing. We might die if we don't get the deal because we're not leaving.
Yeah, but
and we're not prepared.
We'll occupy any business, but we are out there. We do have families and girlfriends, and they're out there a long time with us. So we do need donations to stay.
Send pizza.
Send pizza and send condoms.
Send condoms.
A lot.
We're not going anywhere, and we need to have a good time while we're occupying Konami.
We're not going to change our lifestyle just because we're outside homeless.
So I just walk the viewers through a normal day at the Mega 64 studio.
We basically we load up Reddit and we just look at images about like.
We have a lot of work to do, but usually we don't get to it because we're just too busy posting Reddit jokes on our Facebook.
We post comics about just insulting comics. Then usually
we used to play a lot of Toontown, but somebody spent all my f***ing jelly beans.
Yeah, we used to play a lot of Toontown online, and now we don't have any more jelly beans. So we filmed around 6 p.m. We realized there's nothing else to do, so we might as well film a video.
And you guys have gotten a lot of attention in the last couple of years as like a kind of a voice of the industry. Like, how has that affected your website?
Now people go to our website. They used to think a lot of it was deceptive. We did have a lot of pop-ups. We had a lot of
porn pop-ups,
Trojan horse viruses, executables. But now people go and they take a chance. Take a chance on me, like ABBA once said.
Wasn't that song by the 18s?
No. That was sung by ABBA. We're sponsored by ABBA. New ABBA album coming out May 21st.
It's called Abracadabra. It comes out next month.
We do have an ABBA pop-up coming to our website soon.
And we're going to be playing ABBA covers on our friend's TV show Yo Gabba Gabba, but they're going to change it to Yo Abba Abba for that episode.
And the new ABBA slogan is Abba Dabba Doo, so be sure to shout that everywhere you go.
And we're working on a lot of new stuff in our music. We call it our labba, but it's just a lab.
All right, so you and ABBA both doing big things. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, it's great to meet you guys.
Thank you very much.
Ryan, we're done. So here we are in the classic game free play room. There's a bunch of different consoles set up, and you can come over and just play whatever game you want. You can play some old fighting games, play some Street Fighter 3, I believe. And yeah, you can come over and play whatever game you want. So here we are in a room where everyone's playing Steel Battalion. If you like giant robots, or rebots as I like to call them, then this is the room for you. This game has so many buttons that it's incredibly intimidating for me. I can't do this. I can't. I'll give it a shot though. It's all about confidence. Hi, we're here with Dave Lang of Iron Galaxy talking about the newest game, Dive Kick. So where did the idea for this crazy game come from?
So Adam Hart, who's the editor-in-chief of Shiroken.com, is one of our employees. He's like a designer producer. And he came up with the idea with his friends about a year ago, and they kind of just did like a prototype on their own time and brought it to the studio and showed it to people, and everyone just instantly fell in love with it. And long story short, we ended up deciding to kind of work on it together about 6 months ago, start development, and this is the first time we've kind of unveiled the new version of Dive Kick to everybody.
And how's the reception been so far?
It's been amazing. Like, we knew people in the fighting game community loved it already. It's been to tournaments, and a lot of pro players have been playing it and loving it. But we didn't know if we'd kind of like, we know it kind of instinctively. It's 2 buttons. It's a fighting game. Anyone can play it. My 4-year-old daughter plays it. But it's also pretty easy to write off. If you've never played it, it's like, oh, that's got to be dumb. It's got to be super simple. But the reception's been amazing. Like, the booth has been packed all weekend. People lined up like 5 or 6 deep to play it. It's been really, really busy, getting good word of mouth, so I'm super happy.
Yeah, like it's been crazy how packed it's been, because I came in on the first day, and there's like no one here because I got in like kind of early, and then I just turned around when I was finished playing it, and then there's just a huge line behind me. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's been like that every day. Like, I think in the morning, when the doors open at 10, everyone tries to run to the AAA stuff, but then about 11, 11:30, it's just 5 deep for the rest of the day. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, well, the game's awesome. When is it coming out?
It'll be out this summer. We're not announcing a date yet, but we're trying to get out before EVO, which is the big fighting game tournament. That's like late July, but ultimately we'll put it out when it's ready.
All right, thank you for your time.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Hi, we're here with Eric of 82 Apps, and he just released Pwn on iOS. So how has it gone? How's it been going? He just released about like a week ago.
It's been going great. It got featured in a bunch of sites, and it got a new noteworthy feature from Apple, which I did not anticipate. And so that definitely helped it launch, and it now has like a nice base of users that I can kind of build off of for the next couple of months and years. So,
how have the users responded to the game?
they've been really positive. I think I always built it for a kind of niche strategy audience. So every once in a while, someone will come and say I didn't get it, but the vast majority of people like kind of really get what I was going for. They want that like hacking movie style, and they like the kind of really deep strategy of the game. So I think hearing that and seeing people at PAX like really light up and get it has been really exciting.
So you developed it pretty much on your own. How was that experience?
It's been good. I mean, it's about 8 months, and it can be kind of challenging. But recently, I started kind of co-working with a couple other people. So we all a bunch of game developers hang out at this office space, and we work together and hang out and share information. And it's really, really helpful, and it helped me kind of launch the game a lot better. And it saves me from just hanging out in my basement basically all day long. So.
Well, it's great to catch up. And Pwn is now available on the App Store. Go check it out. Hi, I'm here with Nels from Clay Entertainment.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. How's PAX East been going for you guys?
Good. Busy, but good.
So we're going to be talking about Mark of the Ninja. So it came out on Steam a little while ago. How has that been versus releasing on Xbox Live Arcade?
Both have been really great. Yeah, I mean, probably the only big difference is like every time it goes on sale on Steam, there's always like a big influx of activity. But yeah, both are really good. We're super happy with it.
All right. I was completely blank, so we can edit this part out. So what you guys do with stealth action is very interesting. Like, where'd you get the idea to make it like 2D, but also have a lot of like visual cues? Like, where did that come from?
Sure. I mean, so 2D was kind of just a fixed constraint because that's just kind of what we do. That's our wheelhouse, right? So all the visual feedback stuff was a pretty essential component to making the game work as stealth in 2D because the game's a little bit more abstract in 2D anyway. We are able to put in all those feedback mechanisms, and it doesn't seem really like exogenous and artificial. That's my guess, anyway.
All right, and yeah, I just really like the game, and I love, yeah, it's just a great stealth action game. Go check it out. It's on Steam and Xbox Live Arcade right now. Hi, we're here with Corey from Clay Entertainment, and we're going to be talking about their newest game, Don't Starve. So you guys just put it out on Steam as kind of like an open beta thing. How has that been going?
Honestly, it's been great. This whole game was a really experimental development for us right from the get-go. It's very transparent development, very community involved, and basically if you pre-order the game, you get access to the beta, which is the most current version that we've developed up to this point. We put out a new update every 2 weeks on a Tuesday, and we encourage massive amounts of feedback, especially as we push towards our April 23rd launch release. And after we do the launch, we've committed to a minimum of 6 months of continued development. So even after it launches, we still want feedback. And the feedback has honestly been really amazing. And this game has really been shaped by our fans and that communication from both press and public. So it's awesome.
It's great. And for people who just don't really know, can you describe Don't Starve to them?
Absolutely. So Don't Starve is best described as an uncompromising wilderness survival game full of science and magic. You'll play first as our main character, Wilson, who is a dapper gentleman scientist who kind of gets caught meddling in black magic and science that he doesn't really understand. And he inadvertently reaches out to a demon named Maxwell, who basically convinces him to build a contraption in exchange for all of the world's knowledge of science. So of course he takes this deal, builds a contraption, and when he pulls the switch, he unfortunately gets trapped into this strange and mysterious world. He has absolutely nothing than the clothes on his back, and it's up to you as a player to kind of guide Wilson through surviving and kind of getting through this.
All right, awesome. Thanks for your time. You can go check out Don't Starve right now on Steam and get into the pre-order beta. All right, thanks for your time.
No problem. Thanks very much.
So me and Alex had a really good time here at PAX East 2013. We saw a lot of good games. We talked to most of the Indie Mega booth. They're all showing some great stuff. Some of our favorites, Octodad, Quadrilateral Cowboy, always our friends at Firehose Games with Go Home Dinosaurs, and and Slambolt Scrappers. We covered a few other things, but I messed up.